Good, what's good? Can y'all hear me? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let me see if I'm on. I'm gonna be holding it down for space today, so y'all don't get too mad at me. We're doing a sound check in the chat, so y'all let me know. Y'all usually know I come in here with some terrible sounds. Okay, Sigamigs, what's up? What's good with the sound, bro? Audio great, perfect. So it was Space's fault the whole time. So what y'all thought about that game, man? How about them Rockets? How about them Rockets, brother? Finally got a win. My God. When they said it was like 40 some games since we won a home game or had a home win, you don't really think about it. It's been that long. That is a long time to get a home win. 13 games. That's 13 post game lives that have been very depressing, but here we are. We got a dub. Great game. And my God, guys, if you guys look at the film from this game, it is just, it is everything that I think everybody has been asking for, whoever you are. You know what I mean? We saw Jalen play with passion. He was trying, even though he was still getting cooked on defense. He was trying. He was, what I mean. He was giving effort, taking a challenge. I don't know what was up with him in the last game, but this is the person that we saw, and I think it was just the losing was weighing down on them. The losing was weighing down on them. And I was looking. The reason I came on a couple minutes late is because I was looking at some of the game cut-ups from NBA.com and just to see how Jalen scored. And man, I can't wait to break down this video and make a video for it because it's been a minute since I've made like one of those videos where I actually break down the play. So I think I'm going to do it for this because if you look at how Jalen was scoring, I mean, one thing that y'all know that I've been doing all, pretty much since we started this channel, beating the drum about Jalen not being a pick and roll. Even though he's good in the pick and roll, he's not good. He's actually average, league average, slightly below average. But he's one of the better people in the pick and roll and on our team, better than Kevin Porter, around the same as Eric Gordon. They're about the same pick and roll, points per possession. But in this game, I think he probably scored out of the pick and roll maybe like twice. They spammed dribble handoffs and coming off screens with Shangoon. And just go watch my video called I even forgot what it's called. What is something like what's wrong with Jalen Green or is Jalen Green broken? Whatever it's called. Go watch that video and just see what I pointed out about this kid, man. He is not a somebody you're gonna get a lob threat and just line up and do pick and rolls all day with. The dude has a shooting profile of a movement shooter, and it's like a mixture of even like I keep saying, he has a Steph Curry-ish type of shooting profile, but he can't shoot that good. So it's a weird kind of thing that he has. And just tonight, once you guys get to see what the film looks like, you're gonna get to see what I'm talking about. I mean, the dribble handoffs, and literally, if you look at the shots, like the creation of the shots, one, he can't create shots off the dribble because his bag isn't that deep yet. He can beat certain guys downhill, but that's not his game. He's not gonna like try to beat you off the dribble, break you down, shoot over you. He's not really strong enough to just make getting to the into the paint like a full time job. What he does have is elite speed and the ability to be able to come off those screens, shooting down and getting into that mid range or stopping right there on the three. And when you got Alperen Şengün, who's a very talented screener, screening for him, it's just magic. That is a two-man game because if you look at the previous game with the Timberwolves, they were fronting a lot and trapping and pressuring Jalen like full court, doing a lot to harass him, and he really struggled. And Alp ended up like killing them with Nas Reed and all the other bigs because Gobert was out. In this game, they elected to focus more on Alp in the paint. If you notice, anytime he got the ball, there's three guys on him trying to dig it out his hands. So what that did was allowing you heard Jalen say it in the post game with Vanessa that they didn't double him in this game, so he got to go one on one. And once you have Rudy Gobert, and this is a double-edged sword with having Rudy. This is why I think that was the dumbest trade in the world, bro. Like that's such a dumb trade for them to give up all those assets for Rudy Gobert because Rudy, as talented as he is, his superpower is being in the paint. And if he's going to be in the paint, and that's where he can protect the rim, especially from guys that are as explosive as Jalen, what you're going to see is that when you have LP coming out to set screens and Rudy is in a deep drop because that's where he wants to be, then Jalen Green is basically has anything he wants. Every shot he has there is there. He can get the three. He can get the he can get the mid range. If he wants to, he can try to get downhill and draw a foul. And honestly, the reason the Timberwolves lost this game is because of Rudy, which is kind of crazy because he's one of their better players. But he's the reason they lost because you can't guard Jalen playing the deep drop, especially when Alperen is there. And then Jalen is one of the important things that he's really built on this season. Not recently more, but more in December is his playmaking, especially on screens and in pick and roll. His ability to get the ball on that little bounce pass to LP on the short roll. And once LP gets the ball on the short roll, he creates out of that. So if you're gonna put Rudy in front to try to block the rim, he can pass it out to a shooter. Of course he's gonna generate attention once he gets the ball in the paint. Then you get shots for Garrison, for Tate, KJ, all those other guys. And if you're gonna try to if he plays you straight up, he can punish you just by getting into his post bag. And if not, he's starting to get that little floater. That little floater he got is deadly. If he can hit that like 50% and up, I mean, come on, guys. Like little by little, you're gonna see those shots come out. You're gonna get to the point where Jalen and Alperen have a two-man game where he gets a screen, he shorts rolls and just stops, and Jalen could just slip him the ball, and you get a little mid-range jumper. That little 16 to 18 footer is going to be in the cards. The 3-point shot is going to be in the cards. Um, y'all know my motto: build around Jalen, but play through Alperen Şengün. Play through Alperen Şengün. You got to play through him. You've seen the video with the Draymond and the Warriors comparison. Draymond led the Warriors in the touches that they had, pretty much their entire championship dynasty run. But Steph is still the best player. Steph is still the guy. He's the franchise. But the fulcrum and the pivotal point of all that is Draymond, and Alperen is Jalen. Y'all people tell me, oh no, Jalen can get his own. It's not a knock to say that a guard needs a big man. Guess what, guys? That's how basketball has been forever. It's a two-man game, and once you get the synergy with a guard and a big, that's the building blocks for something special. You know what I mean? That's why it's so crazy that, they try to like diminish that. To me, there were agendas and stuff involved, but what we got to see tonight was basically a taste of what you could see for years to come once this team is properly built out. Hopefully, you hope in a few years that the guys that are catching those shots aren't Garrison Matthews, but actual 3-point shooters that are consistent and aren't going to flail their body. Garrison had a great game today, but as you advance in this rebuild, you want better players to be out there on the perimeter. You want better shooters than Tate and KJ and Garrison. You want better athletes that could defend. The base is there. The base is there. I'm glad that the Rockets are leaning into this with the Alperen thing. I'm glad they're leaning into it. I'm very curious to see what happens when KPJ returns. Honestly, I would put KPJ where Garrison Matthews was, and then have him just start as basically off ball, and he can run the same actions with Alperen. And really, honestly, the reason KPJ's a lot of his efficiency went up because he figured it out. He figured it out before he got hurt. So now we're getting to the point where Jalen tried his way and it failed, right? So he had to put his ego to the side to be able to play within the context of a team. And it's been there since day one for him. There is no shame in not being a James Harden. I'm gonna ISO. That is an inefficient brand of basketball. It's a losing style of basketball. Yes, you can win games in the playoffs. That is extremely hard. Now, isolations are good. 2 minutes left in a game, clear out, Go watch that. If you watch the Warriors game from yesterday with Brooklyn, you feel me? They run their offense, but when it's time to you know what I mean, put the baby to bed, it's Kyrie time. You know what I mean? That's why it's good to have guys like Kevin Porter on the team because they can you know what I mean, they can do them type of things. Okay, let me see. I'm not like you already know I'm not space, but we got a super chat from Kenny S. I was out doing DD. I don't know what that is. Caught that boy Tari shopping at okay. Shopping at Target on Sawyer and I-10. Said what's up and he spoke back. He gets game ball from me. Yeah, Tari was he's a monster, man. He's just I ain't gonna lie, he better than Jabari right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just come out and say that. I think he just brings more to the game at this point in time as Jabari is developing. You know, Tari is a little bit older. His game is a little bit more mature. But you feel me? He does bring a lot to the game. Rebounding, he has a knack. He's almost like a receiver that has like Andre Johnson. You know, Andre had a talent for high point in the football. That's what Tari got with rebounds. Not the biggest dude in the world, not the strongest in the world. He's not going to box you out crazy. He just has that wide receiver. I can time the ball at the peak right when it's about to, come off the rim, and he gets those rebounds. So I think Tari, he's making a case, man. The dude is like the plus minus darling on the team. I'm gonna get to the comments. Let me see. Joe Blue gave us a super chat. Green, KJ, Tari, Bari, Shangoon will be fun to watch. Yeah, that's gonna be that'll be an interesting lineup. I'm hoping on the second half of the season that they start experimenting with some of the younger lineups. Hopefully, Eric Gordon is vacated from his position. Obviously, we know he's in a lot of trade talks right now, so we're going to see about that. Let me get some of these comments as I talk through the game. Let me start from the top. Go through what up, CSG members. Want to shout out to all y'all joining the live stream. This one is not going to be long. I'm going to try to keep it around like 30 to 45 minutes. Third Coast Alliance, shout out, brother. Said, oh my, did I actually see basketball being played in the fourth quarter? Yeah, them boys actually came to play, man. You love to see it. You love to see it, man. They came to play. It was encouraging to see that they hadn't given up, and it looked like just like Ryan Hollins and all of them were saying, it is just like it's so hard, bro. Like I put a tweet out on Twitter that said, after these boys, and I'm just happy they got a win, but you got to imagine like if you lose in these many games, it's like how can you even enjoy the weather, bro? You can't even enjoy a breeze on a sunny day. You can't even enjoy a nice meal, bro. You can't enjoy nothing. You can't watch a movie right. Hell, you can't even kiss your woman right, man. It don't even feel right when you with your girl. So them getting the win, man, is just getting a little bit of breathing room. And I think they need it because now they can play without thinking about the losing streak. Because I think the fact that they knew that they were losing was starting to get to them. You know what I mean? Honestly, I think it was getting to their psyche. They looked kind of defeated. You could hear the guy saying that they almost expect to lose. And whatever pep talk that they gave for this game to get ready for it, they got to keep that up, man. They got to keep that up. It's really not easy to lose these many damn games. It's not easy. So I'm gonna go through these. Let's see. Jose Parr says, "So good to see him not shy away and get a feel for the game." Y'all know he peeped all that ish people were saying. I hope he did, man. That's what y'all's. Hey, as a fan base, now keep it respectful. But at the end of the day, like I tell y'all, there's a subtle dance of accountability between fans, between sports franchises, and the media. It's a checks and balances thing. If you let your franchise just slip down to trash, they're gonna do it. You gotta make some noise. We're the customers, right? We're a customer, and if you don't like the product you're seeing, then voice it. And if the players or the organization hears it, that's perfectly fine. In fact, they should be happy that fans are expressing, giving them free surveys about their business, the company, right? Because that's what we want. That's what a transparent organization would want. And the Rockets are not immune to criticism, and we should criticize them. Yes, we know they're tanking. Yes, we know we're trying to lose, but that is not an excuse for that type of trash effort that we're seeing on the court. A lot of us are working class people. You spend your hard-earned dollars putting up money, going to Toyota Center, buying $10 glizzy dogs and $20 beer and $15 popcorn. You sit in them hard seats in that cold arena and you cheer for your team night in, night out. Some of y'all, you deserve the effort at least. I don't give a damn what age somebody is to give effort, bro. Kids can give effort, and that's all we really ask from the team. And nobody should feel like, oh man, we feel bad. Nah, bro, that's comes with the territory. You know what I mean? That comes with the territory. All right, let's go on to some more of these comments. Let's see what we got. Your boy Paquito Collie says, awesome. We finally won a game. Yeah, bro. Great game. Great response. Damn, the Jalen Green beat the bust allegations, man. A lot was riding for this game for me for him. I'm not gonna lie, a lot. I was putting a lot on this game because the way Anthony Edwards just almost took his manhood in that last game, man. I just needed a response. I didn't even care if he scored. Y'all know I don't care about the shooting. I just wanted to see how he came out. And the 40, whatever, I mean, he could have missed, all them shots. But on defense, the effort, the mentality, the little chip on his shoulder he was showing is what you appreciate from a guy like that. So definitely good to see. Rob Cortez says playing defense and ball movement crazy. What happened? I mean, that's the breaks with these young kids, man. They just you know what I mean? They just are inconsistent. You got to be able to push the buttons with them. And it's really, really hard for them to stay on top of the just being motivated, especially when you're getting your breaks beat off of you every other game. So you know what I mean? That's just what it is. What up? Got your boy B Simpson. What's good, Brandon? What it do? Frank Kyle Anderson lit the he did, bro. He poked the bear, man. Kyle Anderson poked the bear. Jalen got to find reasons to get mad for no reason, bro. That's what his next evolution is. He's too nice, bro. He got to find a reason to get mad. Y'all remember? Y'all heard the stories. Kobe making up stuff, just Jordan doing the same thing. You have to get the mindset. He's not good enough to just be happy like LeBron. LeBron can afford that because LeBron is a demigod. LeBron is smile and just destroy you. But if you a smaller guard, undersized, bro, find a reason, bro. Find a reason. Like, yeah, and took your girl from you. He said you was ugly. He said your game was whack, even though it was a lie. Just make up a lie. Write something on a piece of paper. Find a reason to have something to motivate you, because a lot of times it's really hard to get up for these games, especially when you're losing. Let me see. Let me go through these kind of fast. I'm getting behind. Jalen's mid range opened up his game. That what Kobe did mid range was deadly. Yeah, man, he needs to hit more of those. He definitely needs to hit more of those. Sigmig says Jalen needs a ball movement system. I want y'all in that game, if you go back and watch it, once the initial action broke down, this is very, very important. Once the initial action broke down, they reset it and went back into it. It wasn't like, let me just give up an ISO. So that is, to me, that's a big what I mean, step in the way that they're doing things. And what I mean, they need to continue doing that. Okay, looks like we got a super chat. And if I'm late on these, you gotta mind me, man. From Joe Blue, Rockets play more up tempo with the y'all don't make this about KPJ. Rockets play more up tempo without KPJ at the point guard. That's facts, but that's an objective truth. That's not even that's not slander. I don't want people to slander KPJ though. Y'all got to think at the end of the day, Kevin Porter is he's a kid, bro. So if I'm the coach and I'm a general manager and I'm seeing what's happening with the team, it's on me, bro. I'm not going to blame Kevin Porter is not the GM of the team. He's not the owner of the Houston Rockets. He'll do what they tell him to do. And if they can't tell him to do what's best for the team, then they don't need to be in charge. So that, what I mean, that's if you know what I mean, if the story came out that KPJ was told that he had to play off ball more and he threw a 10, then we could talk about him. Then you can cut him, whatever you want to do, waive him, bench him. If he gets, he gets angry, hits a coach. Yeah, but until then, I don't even think they've tried to hold him accountable. So I'm gonna leave that. The coaches got to take care of that. That's on them. The coaches got to do that. You know what I mean? That's their job. If they don't have the accountability within them to be able to hold players accountable, then they don't need to be coaching these kids, because the kids need that more than anything right now. All right, let me get on some of these comments. Your boy Chetman, what's good, bro? Saying honestly surprised they didn't put an Ant on Jalen again, because last time Ant owned him. He took a couple. I mean, he did a couple possessions where he was guarding him, and I ain't gonna cap, when Ant did guard Jalen. Jalen passed out. He passed the he passed the ball out and tried to get off of him with a screen. Um, Anthony Edwards is a big dude, man. That dude, I mean, you can look at the little picture on the banner on the bottom. That's a grown man, man. That is a grown man. That is a grown man playing ball. You can see the dude built like a damn safety. Looked like he should be playing with the damn Cowboys. Maybe they might have got a dub if they had old Ant out there playing for them. So yeah, that's a big dude. Jalen is still in his kid body. So he probably won't get any muscle like that till he about maybe 23. So he got a little bit of time from there. Let me go to my boy Young Edo. What's good, bro? JG showed some dog tonight. The Shangu JG duo needs to be the primary focus. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not liking Coach Silas's comments. Like this dude does not like Shangun or something, bro. He always got some backhanded comment to go above and beyond like the defense, the defense, the defense. Bro, you have the one of the worst defenses going on 3 years in a row. Every player on our team, except maybe like Tate and KJ, is trash on defense. So I'm not sure what his deal is. The dudes that are gonna save his job is Jalen and Shangun, and he needs to lean into that. He needs to lean into that. That dude is that's he's basically shooting himself in the foot here. Let me see. Sigmund is calling him Rudy Gogurt. Yeah, bro. That dude is the softest big man. Man, I don't know what's up with him, bro. Y'all remember Sean Bradley? That's who Rudy. He's a more athletic French Sean Bradley, bro. Hell, Sean Bradley might have been a little more aggressive than him, but yeah, Rudy is a bit. You know, what I mean, he's a little bit, a bit kind of. He's too big to be playing like that. You feel me? He's too big to be playing like that. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see. Brandon Simpson says, "Does KJ and Tari start playing a role?" Frank, does KJ and Tari starting playing a role? I mean, KJ was a. Let me see. Last I checked, he was a plus something crazy. I think he had the highest plus minus on the team. Yeah, KJ was a plus 22. So he led the team with plus minus. Only 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 2 of 5 from the field. Only took 5 shots, 0 for 1 for 3. Best plus minus. The dude was rebounding, cutting, and Tari was yeah. Tari's just a plus minus guy because he does everything. But surprisingly, he was a flat 0. Yeah, Tari, he's like he reminds me of a wing version of Russell Westbrook, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And people see that slander. It can be, and it can be like Russell is also a Hall of Famer. So it's like the reason I say that is like you get what you get, bro. He's a mixed bag. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the oh man Tari, then oh man Tari. You get both. You might be on the same damn play. Like the dude is just everywhere. So if he can tame that down a little bit, then he might get the chance to start. But I still think he got some work to do with that. Let's see. I think Joe Blue already said that. He says no hate on KPJ. Watching this starting five is more enjoyable to watch. Jalen, KJ, Tari, Bari, Shangun should be our starting five. KPJ and Tate off the bench. Let's give Kevin Porter a chance to be able to come in and see what he does within what the Rockets are trying to do. Because obviously we need him. Like, you know, I mean, the team does just didn't pop up and start winning games when he went out. So obviously there's a need for him. We just need to find out where he fits. And I just think that that's on the coaches to do. You know, I mean, that's on the coaches to do. Third Coast Alliance says, "Oh my stars! Did Shangun punish Rudy Gobert's reluctance to guard players at the 3-point line? He sure damn did. That drop, you can't play the drop, bro. That's what got the Boston Celtics out of the NBA Finals, trying to play that defensive coverage on Steph Curry, and that's the limitations of players like Shangun. You know what I mean? As much as I love Shangun, if I'm playing a certain teams, I can't play him, man. He gotta either play as on a backup role. I need somebody that could switch out. Teams like Miami, teams like Portland, teams like Golden State. Unless you got a really elite perimeter defense, guys like Gobert and Shangun and damn near half the centers in the league, Clint Capella, you can't play them in those type of teams. And this is why roster construction is so important. And people that say, well, if Shangun is on the playoffs, well, Rudy Gobert is a 3-time defensive player of the year. The dude can't have certain matchups. I mean, damn, they're centers. Like y'all got to open your imaginations up when you're thinking about building a team and defense, and stop thinking in the box. You got to think outside the box. What guys bring. The reason Rudy is so important is what he does to a functional defense with some decent perimeter and good schematics because he shuts down the paint. But the flip side to that is that if you have a team like Golden State, like hopefully us one day with athletes that can come off screens and shoot threes on the drop of a dime, then he's damn near unplayable because there's really no point to that. And when you start doing that, guys are getting to the mid range. That's why we beat them. Guys, think about this. Let's take a stroll down memory lane real quick. Basketball is always connected, right? Who is the team that bounced Rudy Gobert's Jazz out of the playoffs all these years? The Houston Rockets. And which player in the 2 years that we met them was probably the most impactful against them in those playoff series? It wasn't James Harden because they was guarding him all funny. Guess who it was? It was one Chris Paul. And do you know why Chris Paul was killing the Jazz and why he was able to drop 41 on basically damn near 100%? Because Rudy Gobert doesn't come out to guard the perimeter. And Chris Paul is one of the best mid-range shooters in NBA history, and he torched them. So once again, I'm confused why they made that trade. I'm not sure what the Wolves were thinking, but yeah, that was a pretty dumb trade for that. So let's go down some more. What we got here? Siga Miggs. I once bumped into Dwight at the bro. We're not talking about Dwight Howard. Come on, Siga Miggs, 2023, bro. Dwight in Cambodia right now, man. We just won a game. You talking about Dwight Howard? We're gonna move down. Third Coastal Line says, "What a sight! Did Silas actually draw up and out of bounds play?" Nah. Third Coast, you capping. Silas out of bounds plays are legendary, bro. That's one thing he is good at. He is good at out of bounds plays. If you want to give Silas something, that's what he is. He does have those slobs and all that. He's pretty good at those. Your boy Goyo Falcone was good, bro. Long time no see. He says problem with the Rockets is KPJ and Green are almost the same player. KPJ needs to be coming off the bench as a six man. That is big facts. That is big facts. They're very redundant, but I think Kevin Porter has a way better catch and shoot game than Jalen. Way much better. And actually, if he just went back to his regular position, he'd actually be able to play next to him. I think what the Rockets are trying to do right now is make them play the same position like the CP3 Harden, the Russ and Harden backcourt of 48 minutes of elite point guard play, but they're going to try to do it with 48 minutes of subpar bad shooting guard play. That's our tank motto, and that junk is not really working for them. So yeah, they really need to reestablish that. Like, look at the formula that works between Jalen and Kevin and between whoever the ball handler is in Shangoon, you have a system that it functions almost as a point guard in that system, and I think that helps a lot. Now you just need a point guard for when those guys aren't on the court, right? So the other guys can eat. So Jabari can eat. So you know what I mean, Tari can eat. So KJ and all the non-ball dominant guys can get there. So that's what they need to do. Kenny S says, Sigma's, I saw Jay. Okay, we going down memory lane with who they saw. We just won a game, bro. We might not win another game for 2 years. Y'all talking about who y'all saw. Let me go down a little bit more. Let me see. Hakeem Olajuwon says, "Are you a RN? I hear hourly pay rate is solid." Hakeem, I am. Hourly pay rate is straight, bro. It's straight. It's straight. It's straight. It is straight. It's the business is always booming. You know that much. Let me see. Rockets Chop Shop 96 watching only 30 likes. Damn, y'all hating like that? Okay. I see we got 112 people by my count. We only got 42 likes. Okay, I see that. We must got a bunch of Timberwolves fans watching the stream, bro. If y'all Timberwolves fans, give a shout out in the chat. Give a shout out in the chat because y'all got to be haters. Alberto David, the talks about Jalen and rightfully so, but Shangun is the engine that makes this machine go. Bars. Him and Jalen's two-man game has Maury Jokic potential. I'm gonna dare to say that I think Jalen is probably better than Murray will be. Um, yeah, I just think so because he's just a better athlete, and I think he just has a higher ceiling. I don't know. I don't. I, I'm gonna. I took off the Kobe and the Jordan. I don't think Jalen is that. He doesn't. he doesn't have that he doesn't have that bag, and he doesn't really have the mentality. I love what he did today, but he has a long, long way to go. And you feel me? You would want him to be kind of showing a little bit more consistency at this point. As good as he did, this man has had 2 games in the past like month and a half that have been decent. So I'm not gonna just go crazy like I mean he's the second coming of Michael Jordan or something like that. He has a long way to go, and a lot of it is stuff that he can control. So that's really what you want to see for him. A lot of things he can control by his own actions. Let's see. Breakfast cereals. We have something special with Jalen LP 2-man game. Yes, sir, we do. Y'all just got to send that up to the Rockets because they seem like they're reluctant. I'm telling you, people got agendas on the Rockets, man. I don't know if it's the coach or the GM or somebody from the owner. They got agendas, man. They really don't want the Shangoon thing to work out. It's like the person that you didn't know was going to be good is the one that's good. And I made a comment today. What is funny and weird with the whole situation is that one of the thing that one of the players that's been held the most accountable every time he messes up they pull him. Well, besides Josh Christopher is Shangoon. He gets criticized. Oh, he doesn't have stamina. His defense is bad, even though everybody else's defense is bad. He's doing this, he's doing that, and they hold him to a standard that they don't hold the other players. And he's become the most consistent player. So it goes to show you, like, they're basically treating him like a regular rookie on a good team, and giving the other guys like Jalen and Kevin Porter and all these other guys treating them like superstars. And Shangun is the one that's developing really, really fast because when he gets in, he's able to cherish his minutes and really consider his mistakes. As to guys like Jalen, the only reason Jalen can put up some of those lazy games is because he feels like he got it. You feel me? And to me, what they say with much response, what is it? With much responsibility, whatever it is that the Spider-Man saying is, you have a lot of responsibility when you're a leader. And right now, he's being, he's maybe I hope he's learning it. I hope people keep slandering him every time he puts crap like that on film. That's not acceptable. You know what I mean? I know he can't watch himself like that. I'd be embarrassed. You feel me? I'd be embarrassed. I mean, I had coaches when I played football that if you did something bad, they would just keep rewinding it over and over and putting a little clicker light on you. And you would just be like, oh my God, they just keep going over and just cussing you out while they're doing it. I know that I don't know if they do that in basketball, but I know in football, man, you can't put junk like that on film. But yeah, he got to do a lot better. He definitely got to do a lot better. Let me go ahead. Okay, I'm getting caught up with that. Your boy Archon, I'm sorry, man. Archon March. Well, Frank, it is interesting to imagine Green, KBJ, Shangoon Triangle with Jabari and who. Let me see. So in that you have Shangoon as the one of the hubs. Then on ball you want 2 guys that could cut, and yeah, it could be anybody. I would rather KPJ or Jalen split up. If you're gonna run a triangle, I want a shooter, a slasher, and a post. Then on the weak side, I want a shooter and maybe another post or somebody like a hybrid, so I'll probably put, if I was running the initial action, I put Shangoon kind of in the nail area or somewhere like in the mid post area, dump the ball off to him, have let me see, somebody that's a pretty good shooter. That's like a cold shooter. I'll probably put Jabari maybe in the corner and then put Jalen kind of in the wing area, have him dump it off to Shangoon, and then they can both cut, or Jalen could cut and have another cut on the backside and just kind of go crazy from there. I mean, there's so many things you could do with the players we have. On the back end, you probably put KPJ, and like you could even get away with Tate. The great thing about those types of offenses, or triangle, what I call triangle like offenses, is that you don't have to have 5-out shooting. You don't have to have shooters just everywhere. Honestly, all you really need is like two and a half, really. You need 2.5 because those 2 screeners are going to just be there for screening. They can roll. You can even put Bruno and Shangoon. That's how the Lakers got away with playing so many damn bigs and winning championships. Is that triangle offense, because it really just focuses on movement and you don't have to like space the floor with the typical offense. But I think Kevin Porter Jr. can definitely fit within the flow of the offense. He has the skill set. Literally, I mean, he has the perfect skill set. He's one of the best catch and shoot 3-point shooters in the NBA. He can cut. then if he gets the ball, he can make a decision on the move because he's been groomed to play point guard. So if they want to cash in, to me, you've built up his skill set to a certain level, but we're seeing that right now he can't run a team like a real point guard, but you can maximize his skill sets on in spots. Like when he gets the ball in a on a dribble handoff or on a pass, maybe he cuts and gets the ball and the defense collapse. Then you got a guy that could play make with the ball. He could shoot, he could get to the rim if he wants to, he could pull it back out, isolate. I mean, you just got to be creative. Oh boy, we got a super chat from Third Coast Alliance. Okay, let me see. Let me try to be coordinated. Your boy Third Coast Alliance says, "To whom much." Okay, he hit me. Yeah, there it is. To whom much is given, much is required. It is a rephrasing of Luke 12:48. Boy, with the scriptures, man. You know what, Third Coast? I was thinking of another scripture. I think it was in Genesis for the Shangun thing when I tweeted earlier that the thing I was saying about the fact that they are basically try to undermine the man, and basically he still comes out on top because the fact that they are forcing him to go to the bench early, he's being chastised for little things. It ends up being helpful for him in improving his game and being more cognizant of what he's doing. And I think it's maybe somebody can put that in the chat. Y'all ain't know y'all was going to church today, did y'all? But I think it was in Genesis, but it was something like what you meant for good or what you meant for evil, God used it for good, something like that. So Silas is I think it was one of the stories with Joseph or something like that. But yeah, bro. Anyways, off of that tangent, let's look at the stats from the game. Let's look at the stats from the game. Let's see what we got. Okay, so like I said, KJ plus 22, good game for him. Able to get some rebounds. Y'all seen him cutting and doing things like that. Tari Eason, he was everywhere, man. Good game, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, only 2 turnovers. Shot 5 of 8, 62%, no 3-pointers. That's beautiful. He could have made at least 2 of those free throws. So he was tripping out on that. Not sure what his issues with free throws are, man. Not sure what those issues with free throws. We got a super chat from Joe Blue. Joe Blue says, let's see what Joe Blue says. This super chat is brought to you by Twin. Hey, this is kind of funny. Like, if y'all got businesses, y'all can just super chat your ads on here. That'd be funny. This super chat is brought to you by Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks. Go there for your enter non-play. Oh, we got another super chat. Omni Reality. This is for the Rockets dub today. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me come off this jacket, man. I'm getting hot. This is for the Rockets. Omnigate 499. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I appreciate that. Let's look at your boy Alp, 34 minutes. So I guess the fact that he couldn't play more than 20 some minutes was cap, right? Because I was told that was the issue was his conditioning. But this boy out here averaging damn near 40 minutes in the last few games. It's crazy how people's conditioning comes up when dudes is injured, man. Just more evidence. Alp, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 turnovers. My God. Yeah, he had a bunch of little turnovers, but the Timberwolves are doing a great job digging on him when he gets the ball. They didn't want him to go to work. And you notice Alp tried to counter. His counter was attacking fast. So when he would get the ball, really at the top of the screen when they wanted to initiate their offense, he would try to either slip the screen or when they're about to initiate the dribble handoff. He tried to slip it to get to the rim a little better, or just try to attack in transition. But yeah, they were trying to get with him in the post. They didn't let him really get cooking on there. Somebody says Alp's post game interview was wild. Okay, I gotta check that out. I'm gonna check that out in a little bit. Okay, Jalen Eric Gordon, old man Gordon, 14 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 30 minutes. Good game for Eric. -3. You know what I mean? Not super impactful, but he hit some shots, got to the free throw line, and was getting downhill. Jalen in 35 minutes, 15 of 25, 6 of 12 from three. Bunch of good shots. He took a lot of good shots, man. A lot of good shots. A lot of good shots. You know what I mean? Those shots, like I'm gonna make a video. That's why I'm gonna end this early, probably at 11:30. I'm gonna try to make a video just reviewing the game because to me, what he showed was what I've always thought that he could be. And if you guys go watch that what game was that? Atlanta. If you watch the Atlanta game where he dropped 41 in that game, it was something similar. They had Clint Capella playing that drop coverage, and he just destroyed that. And to me, those are the games. If you ever want to bet money for Jalen Green scoring averages, I'm gonna give y'all this is free game right here. Free game from a basketball mind. If you want to bet money on Jalen Green, anytime he's playing a team that plays a deep drop with a big, he's probably gonna drop like 20, high 20s, 30s. Like that's if he's confident and it's just a regular non-tanking. If you ever want to see that, that's a little tip. If so, any of those teams with those bigs that drop real deep, yeah, those are where he kills it. If it's a team that switches or they got a lot of good perimeter defenders, he's gonna struggle because he does not have that bag right now. He doesn't have the strength or the bag to do that. So just keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Let's see what else we got in the comments. Let's see. Bumper says Frank Josh Christopher for one of Orlando's bigs. I'm not sure if Orlando will do that. They already got about 5 Josh Christophers on their roster. They got a bunch of guards that are just like hybrid, don't really know what they are, bad decision makers types of guards. I mean, their best players on Orlando are Franz and Paolo, and they're both front court players that really play a lot of point guard. So yeah, I don't think they can really do much with Jacob over there. But I know my partner Mike really loved Mo Bamba, man. He loved Mo Bamba. I'm not really high on Mo Bamba. He seems like he has a motor issue. But yeah, Orlando got a bunch of bigs. Their roster is really, really, really packed out. Let's see. Chad is feeling today, boy. You just left out a what is it feeling, bro? Chad is feeling what? Good, bad? Barris, Oven. Come on, Barris. Finish out that. I need to know, brother. Your boy, the answer says we broke the streak. Yes, sir. So all right, let's get in over our head here. Are we going to the playoffs? Y'all let me know in the chat. I'm playing. No, I'm playing. B Simpson. Okay, Genesis 5020. That's what it is. Appreciate that, bro. I was thinking about that today. I just couldn't think of where it was. I know it got something to do with Joseph and his brothers. You know, I mean, my grandma used to read them little Bible stories to me, and obviously, I try to read my Bible. I'm a Christian, guys. You know what I mean? So I do read my Bible and try to learn those lessons. There's a lesson in life. If there's a lesson in the Bible in life, man, you can apply it all the time. Let's see. LP was cursing at the interview. Had you what did LP say? Somebody put a quote in the chat because I haven't had time to watch him. It's probably a language thing. Maybe he just doesn't know. You know how Africans be cussing a lot in like public settings? Yeah, maybe it's one of them type of things where the people just don't know what they be saying, or how Giannis be talking about people and he thinks it's funny. So y'all put a quote in the chat. I need to know what our piece says. Okay, so somebody says Shangun said I did so. What is wrong with him? Where's his translator? Did the dude quit? Or he don't need him no more? Oh, y'all can put okay. You can quote it. Somebody just listen to quote it. But that's funny. That's funny. Sigmig says championship guaranteed this year. All right. I thought they were gonna do that mid-season tank bowl or whatever it was gonna be called. I guess the NBA changed their mind on that. I would have been interested. That mid-season tournament. They should do it for the tank teams. That'll be kind of fun. Minnesota's fans in shambles right now are really regretting the Go Bird trade. Yeah, that trade is bro. Yeah, that was a terrible trade. That was a if y'all me and Space did a podcast on that, and my God, like they just gave away their future for man, for French Sean Bradley. Just crazy, man. My God, this boy Joe Blue, $50 CSG to the best. Right? Oh my God. My God, Joe Blue, you throwing them. I feel like I gotta take my shirt off, bro. You don't put 50 in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Joe Blue. Appreciate you, Joe Blue. Everybody, all the CSG members, give a big shout out to Joe Blue, man. Y'all got to give. If you are a member of the channel, everybody give a salute. We need the salutes in the. I need all them little chop shop stars. Put the salute in there, man. Y'all show your boy respect. That the what I mean, the money y'all give us goes to our subscriptions, to all the little Adobe and all the little streaming apps and all the stuff we use to make this stuff that we try to put out content for y'all. So this is, very, very helpful for us. Appreciate that, Joe, man. You the man, brother. You are the man, man. I appreciate that. Your average YouTube friend. Ask Alperen Şengün about the Rockets offense late tonight. I did some BS turnovers at the end of the game. Eric Gordon, don't need no interpretation for that. Bro, IP tripping, bro. He is tripping. Thomas Riddle says the GM should never have a job in the NBA again for giving all them draft cap. And someone called him Baguette Biombo. No, they tripped out. Yeah, that Gobert trade, it's on Pack Watch. I mean, the Pack, what I mean, they're already breaking down the Gobert weed in there, and the people about to smoke that up, man, because that trade is on Pack Watch. If they miss the playoffs, oh my God, if they miss the playoffs, yeah, that's crazy. That was a crazy trade. Just a crazy trade. Salute to Joe Blue, man. Appreciate you, bro. Big salute, my boy. Oh, Third Coast Alliance, not to be showed up, said, I got to chase. Oh, okay. I got to chase a Joe. I got to cover for DJ Generation. Appreciate y'all boys, man. DJ been working, man. Appreciate you, Third Coast, man. Look at these the Chop Shop alumni coming through, showing love, making up for all them damn games we lost, bro. Y'all see how losing is bad for the economy, man. We get a win and we getting $50 super chats and stuff. You know how bad it's bad for everybody. I mean, losing ain't good, man. It's not good for the fans. I mean, you can't the players. I mean, I'm sure they can't even you can't even eat a good steak when you losing, bro. I'm sure Coach Salas doesn't even go outside, bro. Dude doesn't even go to the park. You feel me? It's bad for the economy, man. You ain't dudes ain't going out, fans in the house, mad. We up here arguing, booting people off the chat. It affects everybody, man. It affects everybody, and you just hope that we get one once every a blue moon. You know what I mean? I think one thing that the Rockets really messed up on throughout this rebuild, it's not even the losing, it's just they've kind of hindered a lot of the joy that people get from watching young players develop by these dumb like emphasis on these old players that mean nothing to the core, the Christian Woods of the world, the Daniel Tices of the world, and in some weird way trying, I don't know what the maybe they're trying to win or trying, I have no idea, but a lot of the things that they did throughout this rebuild just robbed the joy of enjoying watching your players grow. It's more tolerable to watch your rebuild when it's a bunch of young guys having games. Hell, you might lose. Maybe Jalen drops 40 in a loss like he did against Charlotte. Maybe Şengün goes for 30 and 15 like he did against what's it called? Against the Lakers. But that's the fun part of a rebuild, and they've squeezed that little joy out by these dumb lineups and these weird lineups and benching guys and not playing the guys you drafted. And now you're running out of time. So what's going to end up happening is that we really don't have a great assessment of a lot of our players, and we don't know what they have. And a lot of these dudes are just in a bad situation where they're going to get, possibly shipped out or packaged or benched for other players and people that start coming in when the Rockets don't have an incentive to tank anymore. So that's what, I mean, that's what we've been missing out on. So when we see these games, if anybody from the Rockets is listening, when we see these games, this pacifies the fan base. Win or lose, people like to have some hope about this what we're tolerating for the future. Like if we losing like this, I mean, damn, they better be somebody coming out of this mug. It better be one of these kids better come out and be an all-star in a couple of years. If we losing like that, you feel me? So I think that's really, really what the crux is. And they need to remove all the egos and whoever is the person that's making those decisions about lineups, whatever they think is the right or wrong thing to do, they need to fix that because it's not, it's not, it's not working. It's not working. There's no reason that the Rockets should have lost all these damn games. I think we won 2 games in like the last 22 or something like that. Like, y'all know how crazy that is? So, yeah, man. So we just hope it doesn't continue on. I mean, let me look at our schedule, man. Let me look at our schedule. I just gotta what I'm gonna do. Let me look at the Rockets schedule and I'm gonna name some teams. Y'all tell me if we gonna win or lose, man. Cause I really I don't know. I didn't think we were gonna get this one, and it was looking like till post All-Star break that we was gonna get a chance to get a win. And if that went on, man, I don't know if your boy would have made it, man. I don't know if we Space damn near had a nervous breakdown on camera, man. People was sending him love notes and stuff. You all right, dog? My man, the Rockets got my man's out here like got fans fighting and beefing. People talking about pull up on me. Like, come on, man. It brings the worst out of everybody. Let's see the schedule. Okay, recent schedule. We got the Wizards. What y'all think? That's a dub? Put that in the chat. Dub or L? That's the Wizards, bro. They got Bradley Beal back. They just traded Rui Hachimura to the Lakers for none, which is nothing. But Beal is back. They're talking about Kristaps maybe coming back. Okay, Zachary says that's an L. All right, all right. Let me think. That's gonna be a tough game because what's their center's name? That dude he be giving us fits, man. That super athletic dude that be catching all them dunks. The one that KD dropped. I'm blanking on his name right now. Is it the Mavs next? It says January 20th. Nah, it's the Wizards, bro. You tripping. Unless we got a back-to-back. It's the Wizards. But nah, it's the Wizards. We got Wizards on the 25th. I think that's Şengün bobblehead night. So hopefully he goes off. I'm gonna say we lose that game if Bradley Beal plays. And I don't think Barry doing anything. Gafford, there you go. Cavs after that. Cavs is a back-to-back. So we got a back-to-back. So those are two. Ooh, boy, if we lost this game, that would have been number 14. Then we would have had 2 quick ones, 15, 16. My God. But yeah, so Wizards, Cavs. What about the Cavs? What y'all think? Cavs, L or dub? Put it in the chat. Let me see. Cavs. That's the Mobley coming to town. Mobley just had 39 the other day. I'm gonna say that's a fat L, bro. That is a fat L. I'm gonna go with the L for that. Rockets versus Pistons. Okay, L's on the Cavs. The Pistons one, that's interesting. Cade is out, but they still got a decent team, man. Is Bojan hurt? If he's playing, then I don't feel like we're gonna guard him well. So that's a dub. Okay, Jalen game. Let me think about their defense. Pistons. I think that's a dub. Yeah, I think we just got more Stone Merk one says Stone stepping in. Okay, y'all doing a little too much damn winning, right? We don't keep it at once every 15. Nah, I'm gonna say it's a trap game for us, bro. We ain't got no trap games unless we playing a high school team, bro. There's no way that we can think a trap game. Kenny, yes, with the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Kenny says, why is people picking Scoot with that second pick, but we could have had Jaden Ivey? I say we don't get Wemby. We trade back out of 2, bro. You tripping? I ain't gonna lie. 2, I'll take Scoot. I'm with you on the trading back. To me, I'm borderline trading back from 3. A lot of people are high on Thompson. I'm not. I just feel like he's another Jalen, but bigger. I think the Rockets really, if they got to get a guy that can make an impact right now because they really don't have the time to be developing an 8th first round pick, an 8th 19-year-old. So I think that whoever they pick up, whether it's by trade, needs to be an impact player right now, like because they're already behind the 8 ball trying to develop all these guys. We got so many guys on the roster; these dudes getting rotated in the G League. So, but it's going to be one of those top guys, so they're going to get instant play. But you, at some point, you run out of space for that. But that's a good question. I wouldn't trade out of 2. I'll probably 3, but 4. Then I'm thinking about it. 5, I'm out of there. 5, I'm trying to get a player. I'm packaging the might even package it with if Milwaukee's pick is available. If it's decent, I'm like, hey, you can have my fourth pick, my 19th pick, and a future pick. Give me blah blah blah. Give me this guy. So let's go. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at. Space is he is out of commission tonight. He has some things he has to take care of. Got early work in the morning. So I'm covering for him, Eagles 2020. Appreciate you, brother. Nah, I've been hearing the Brandon Miller thing. I'm not a big college like hoops watcher outside of the tournament because I mean it's just like the NBA is going on. A lot of these guys, I put a lot of emphasis in the tournament because that's the probably the closest they'll get to leverage competition because there's so many variations with the different types of teams they play. So I don't know. I don't know about Brandon Miller. We'll see. But I'm not. I've heard some things about him about his limitations. Obviously, we heard the things about the Amen Thompson and his shooting issues. So I think all these prospects are very flawed in certain way. Even Scoot, to an extent, with his size is an issue in the NBA. Then you're looking at also Wemby with the frame is going to be an issue, but obviously he's going to be the number one for sure. I think Wemby is a perfect player for the Houston Rockets if we're able to get him. Um, I mean, that would be like the craziest thing in the world. Can you imagine Wemby, Şengün, Jabari? I mean, Wemby would literally be the perfect correlation piece next to Şengün. I mean, he covers up pretty much all the weaknesses. Plus, you get the playmaking. And to me, if you draft Wemby, you got to fire Coach Silas instantly. That is instantly. You can't give that type of that gift, that jewel to Steven Silas. I'm sorry. You got to hire like a veteran coach that knows how to handle that. We can't dump off Wembanyama to Steven Silas. I'm sorry. No respect to Coach Silas. I just don't want to see Wemby being used as a pick and roll lob threat for Kevin Porter Jr. Just not my preferences. Yeah, we could have a triplets, man. And some people saying putting Jabari at the 3. That's interesting, and I think I would do that. I'll probably keep Alp at the 5 because it really doesn't matter. Like, really, it's all about matchups. You feel me? When you have players, it's all about matchups. The same reason Gobert is going to be in the paint is the same reason I wouldn't put Wemby at the 3. I've heard that. That's kind of crazy to me because Wemby's superpower is going to be rim protection. Jabari is an elite perimeter defender for his size, so you want him to stay on the perimeter. Alp is a big body, so you want him banging with the big boys. I'd have Wemby at the 4 on defense to be able to weak side protect, so he can roam. A lot of the 4s in the NBA are not really doing much. Maybe some of them can shoot. A lot of them are okay shooters. I think if you get them out on a contest, then they're going to be good. I put Wemby at the 4, Şengün at the 5, Jabari at the 3. I think that'll be a big lineup that I go with because then I'll still have Wemby to be that he'll be the low man and he's there for anything Alp can't take care of. That's his cleanup crew. If you put him on a 3, then you're just wasting him. He's just tall out there trying to guard and contest on one person. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, I'll put that boy at the 4, so he can free roam and play off the non-shooter. He can play off the other team's tape. You know what I mean? That's how I would imagine that Wemby thing working. But yeah, the dude is going to be special, man. I think that's going to be the special player. I hope we get him. If we don't get him, I still think we'll be fine. But yeah, I definitely think he's going to be something. Let me see. So we got the L for the lad. Let me see. We got Cavs coming up. Boy said L. Pistons. We said we're going to get that dub. OKC. That's a team that's playing really well. I'm going to say that's a quick L for us. They actually play a style of defense that may give us trouble. They got a lot of switchable guys. Pokashevsky is not playing that much anymore. We picked on him a lot. Şengün basically just used him as one of those practice pads that the coaches hold to hit on you while you're practicing your drills. So he's not playing. So I don't think every time Şengün plays OKC, he goes off on them because they don't have a true big. So that game, if we do win it, it'll be because Alp went nuts because they don't have a real center at this point right now. Raptors, it's going to be a mix. I don't know. They always play us hard. They switch everything. So that's a hard game for us. OKC again, it's a give or go. But Nah, that's definitely. So let me see. Let me look at some last chats. I'm gonna shut this down soon. Let me see. Y'all talking about Jabari. Okay, see, he's a dub. Okay. It's a dub for us. Usagami. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. Shangun cooking centerless. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, centerless teams get punished by the big man. So um, you know what I mean? It's gonna be that's gonna be a good game to see. I mean, we're going into the All-Star break. I'm looking at probably guessing we'll have maybe 12 wins. I think we get one more before the All-Star break. It's probably going to be Detroit. All cap aside, I think OKC is going to beat us. I don't think we can guard Shea. Um, and yeah, we'll see what happens coming up. We got the Eric Gordon thing. You've heard the rumors. The Milwaukee Bucks set out 4 second round picks for him. And I think if we can get creative and try to work out a deal for them, with them, then that'll be something, man. Get somebody back that could help the team get organized because a lot of these things that we want to see, we want to start now. Like you have to use this last few games, the last half of the season, as a takeoff land to start next season. You can't go into the end of this year tanking because you're going to start off next year from square one. So, you know, I mean, they got to play this right. This system, whatever they want to decide to do, they got to lean into it this coming as we go into the end of the season. The Rockets have been playing directionless basketball for the past 2.5 years, and the Reaper is coming to collect because some of these things, all the mistakes that have been made throughout this rebuild, is going to come to a head in this offseason because then you're going to get to see what the market thinks about the franchise. And I'm talking about free agents. I'm talking about if they move on from Steven Silas, what coach is going to want to come here. And, you know, what questions are they asking? Do they have the autonomy to be able to make decisions about their roster? Who's on the roster? Is there going to be 10, 20-year-olds on the roster again? All these things matter. And you know what I mean? So if they do want to be competitive next season, they literally have to start now. And it doesn't mean they have to go out and win a bunch of games, but you got to start leaning into an identity, playing to the strengths of your players, and defining who the pieces are on this team. Because I feel like they're still confused about that, about what, because we have so many different players with different contrasts and styles that it's still not defined at this moment. But you know what I mean? This is where we are. A good win for the guys. They needed it. You know what I mean? They can sleep in their beds. The sheets gonna hit a little, they're gonna be a little colder, the pillow a little softer, the shower a little hotter. You feel me? Your food tastes better, the wind feel better. I mean, damn, everything feel better, man. You could smile. And yeah, so good for them. They were able to get that off. A relief for them. You've seen even Craig and Ryan Hollins look like they were relieved. So I'm sure this buys Coach Silas a couple more games for all of y'all that want him to get fired. So y'all gonna have to keep a hold on that. I don't know if he's gonna get fired this season, bro, because I know there's something coming up for his dad's like memorial or something. That'll be weird to fire him when he's gonna be around a bunch of NBA greats in the next few days. They're gonna ask him, "Hey, how's it going?" And you know, you can't say he just got fired and he's doing a memorial for his dad. So yeah, it's just bad PR right now. So we'll have to wait and see. But appreciate all the support tonight, man. Great game for the Rockets. Appreciate all the super chats, all the members. If you're not a member, please, you can sign up for the membership. Just go to the channel. You can click the join button if you're looking at it from your desktop. If you're not subscribed to the channel, don't be lame. Hit the subscribe button. Be on the lookout. I will try. I can't promise. I'm gonna try to make a breakdown video. This one a little bit later than I thought. I'm gonna try to make a breakdown video for the game tomorrow. So y'all be on the lookout for that. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Shout out to everybody, man. We will be back. I think Space should be back on his regular scheduled programming, doing this better than me because I am not used to all the comments and stuff coming at the same time. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep supporting the Chop Shop.